What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, this super cool nerd show. Thank you for joining us out there in the super cool nerd nation for another week of nerds, news. Well, that's one con out of the way.
One out of so many.
We have 73 to go.
We have a busy schedule, but thank you to Texas Frightmare Weekend for letting us come out and make some crazy videos. Thank you for everyone that participated.
Drip blood on your floor.
There's a, you know what? That's Irving Convention Center. I'm not really worried about them.
There is just a pool of blood behind where we parked our car, where we had to get because we dumped all the blood all over us. So there's just a pile of blood. I'm like, nobody got murdered.
Well, you know, that's a parking garage, so that's not too out of place.
Yeah,
someone could have possibly been murdered.
The best part was like a single drip on the trunk.
Yeah.
And a little bit of fingerprinting on the handle. Like, not so much on the car that you would think something was staged.
Yeah.
In fact, it's just enough to make you go, what's happening in that car?
And thank you to y'all for getting me a little something for my birthday. I actually left it at work. It's on my desk because I wanted to show people.
The little potato head?
It's a little Optimus Prime potato head. It's so just gross and ugly. I love it.
Oh, it's hideous.
It's hideous. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. But good weekend for Frightmare. Wow, I am really tired of the Urban Convention Center, though.
Well, get ready to be tired of Kay Bailey because I think we have DreamHack.
Wait a minute. I like Kay Bailey's layout.
Parking. Well, parking was awful at Irving, as well.
I prefer Kay Bailey over.
That's fair.
But anyway, our next con is DreamHack. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this one. You guys have missed this one, though.
Yes.
It is a good con.
That's
also, it's getting summer in Texas. We haven't turned up the heat all the way yet, but there's nothing like a video game con with a LAN room in the summer. So that
to be 65 degrees.
Oh, baby. Give me all of that cold.
Yeah.
I want my hair to freeze.
Yeah.
Like I'm up in... QuakeCon used to be like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you, Texas Frightmare. Thank you for everybody that participated in our questions, by the way. And the response. Cora's reel is the first reel we've ever had to go over 1,500 views. Very quickly, too, might I add.
Yeah.
So, congrats. We bow down to your silly question there. It was awesome. So, more videos will be coming out from that. Just keep an eye on the channel. But yes, DreamHack in 1 week, pretty much.
Not this weekend,
10
but
days.
next weekend. Yeah. 10 days.
Oh, and if we met you at Texas Frightmare, awesome. A couple of people actually came up and said, hey, we know you from the show. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't know if she's watching, but Alexandria, thank you for watching our D&D stuff. Cora's right over there. She's right there. Anyway, I'm torn this week because there's nothing on TV. I have been watching Dropout, but there's no I was almost very sad on Wednesday morning when I was like, X-Men Nights.
Oh yeah. Oh. Your schedule got messed up.
Totally.
Just binge everything.
I know I might rewatch it.
I will say, Kat discovered a show that came out last year that we both watched called School Spirits. That was really, really good.
School Spirits.
School Spirits, ghost, girl that got murdered.
I feel like I'm knowing where this is going, but go right ahead.
Is a ghost, and is trying to solve her own murder. One of the best, teenage drama comedies I've seen in a very long time. Had a lot of really, really interesting twists. It's on Netflix. I would definitely recommend it. It's 8 episodes. They're 30 to 45 minutes each. It's really, really good.
I think I was going to watch the new Demon Slayer too.
It's an easy one to watch. I wouldn't put it in horror. No. That's technically the genre that it could fit among, but it's not scary. It's just it's a teen drama, but really well acted. Nobody I knew.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was fun to watch.
Shout out especially to her best friend. He was amazing.
Baby.
Yeah, little baby, probably, 20 years old. Very, very good actor.
It would be a cute one to watch, with Liz, if she would be into it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And again, 8 episodes.
Yeah, easy.
Easy watch.
One sitting, I could get that done.
Yeah.
Anything new, Cora? Huh? Anything new with you this week?
Besides,
go on. Oh, no, besides what?
what?
Aiden Chronicles?
Oh, yeah, I said Aiden Chronicles.
I expect this to be like all of your life right now.
Pretty much. Okay. No, at work, or I shouldn't say at work. Yeah. That's not correct. But like at lunch at work and stuff, I've been watching a lot of the content of Vintage 8 on YouTube. He does a lot of analog horror, found footage. All of it is in a connected universe, which has been really fun.
Interesting.
Set in the Tangipahoa Parish in Louisiana, which is a real parish.
Nice.
Which took way too long to figure out how to pronounce it.
Dude.
They said it...
They really be trying sometimes, I tell you.
I mean, it's also French. Like
French is awful.
French is awful. Everything else in the universe is easy to pronounce. You've got Kate's Crossing as one of the cities. You've got the different viruses and stuff that are short and sweet, easy to say, like Tangivirus, easy.
Yeah.
Like, highly recommend watching any of that if y'all like it. I just watched Married to a Sleepwalker. It needs a lot of context before you watch it, but it's amazing. It's the first one he's had that's had actual like acting. It's not like voice acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say French is the hardest of the romantic languages for me to wrap my head around pronunciation.
German's so romantic.
Well, it's because half the words half the letters in the words aren't said.
Yeah.
The one that I've seen the most letters used is bibliothèque.
Just lots of random.
Yeah.
But is that a consonant? No. Why not?
But like cat is sha.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even say how.
Yeah.
We could go on to that.
I liked French.
I mean, it was fun to learn, but it is awful to pronounce anything.
All right, cool. Well, we've got everything that's new out of the way. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news. So mine's kind of like not movie, comic, and news related. It's something that I think in these divided times that we live in, where we all have things that we have strong disagreements with, we disagree with our fellow countrymen about everything from political and all this. Just there's so much disagreement. It's nice that we can all unite in hating Ticketmaster. Because no one likes Ticketmaster whatsoever. And apparently, neither does the Department of Justice.
Oh.
Merrick Garland has announced, and I quote, "It is time to break up Live Nation." And no truer words have been said from any politician this year that just bring a smile to my face. The most trash human being out there can say, it's time to break up Ticketmaster and Live Nation. And I'd be like, you know what? We agree. We agree. And these are the kind of things that we need to be finding as people to unite behind. Because Ticketmaster has always been trash.
Ticketmaster is the gold standard of shitty websites.
Truly.
So, dozens of state attorney generals have also signed on to this antitrust lawsuit seeking the breakup of Ticketmaster owner and Live Nation Entertainment over what they allege is unlawful dominance over the concert ticket sales industry. You could not be more correct. The last time I tried to buy tickets to a live show, thankfully because we live in Dallas, it was House of Blues. I was able to walk up to a ticket booth when they opened, and they were actually shocked I was there. Like, oh, we never get people. Can I get 2 tickets? No fees. I went there and got it. But the last time I bought tickets to anything through Ticketmaster, I was very upset because convenience? No. When the convenience charge is as much as buying a ticket, something is wrong. That money's not going to the venue. It's not going to the artist. It is going to Ticketmaster, who's basically a go-between for this ticket. So 30, seriously, how many states do we have that are red and blue states in this country? That we have 30 states have signed on to this lawsuit. We have, Ken Paxton, who I would just love to smack upside his head and put that lazy eye back to work. But I don't know why I said that. Sorry. But if he did anything against Ticketmaster, all right, dude, let's go. Let's go. Let's ride. One of the comments by Merrick Garland. The result is that fans pay more in fees, artists have fewer opportunities to play concerts, smaller promoters get squeezed out, and venues have fewer real choices for ticketing services. It is time to break up Live Nation. For too long, Live Nation and Ticketmaster have unfairly and illegally run the world of live events, abusing their dominance to overcharge fans, bully venues, and limit artists. This is from Attorney General Letitia James up in New York. Let me see. This is also following what apparently has been a 2-year-long investigation.
Didn't it start with the Taylor Swift tickets?
You would be absolutely correct. This is spurring from the 2022 incident.
Yeah, where the tickets were like $1,000 at a cheap one.
And to give you an idea, Ticketmaster controls 70% of the ticketing for any concerts and live venues in this country. That is too much.
That is way too close to a monopoly.
Yeah.
Oh no, we are
way
past
too
monopoly.
Close, yeah.
We are past it. But also, that's where they are cutting deals with other venues and saying, "Hey, you're going to use our ticketing service, okay? Or else they're of course. I don't even want to say they have the biggest infrastructure because they're just the biggest. They make back deals with venues, artists to make sure that we are the ones providing tickets for your concerts." Regardless, somebody has finally, and it took Swift. You know what? I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift so much of her music, but I am a fan.
I mean, I was very excited when they said that was going to be a thing, because I knew those tickets were going to be outrageous, not because she was going to set them at that price, but because Ticketmaster was.
And that's the other thing about Ticketmaster is, like, the artists and the venues are not in control. Dropout had to put out a public apology for the way Ticketmaster handled their Madison Square Garden show, because it was so garbage.
Now, no one's going to like this, but Ticketmaster has issued a statement today. And they are saying it is absurd to claim that Live Nation and Ticketmaster are wielding monopoly power. First off, bitch, what? Secondly, the lawsuit blames concert promoters and ticketing companies, neither of which controls ticket prices for high ticket prices. This is from Dan Wall, who is the executive vice president of Live Nation Entertainment. It ignores everything that is actually responsible for higher ticket prices, from increasing production costs to artist popularity to 24/7 online ticket scalping that reveals the public's willingness to pay far more than primary tickets costs.
You're part of that system.
They are blaming Live Nation and Ticketmaster for these, but ignores that we only retain a modest portion of these fees. In fact, primary ticketing is one of the least expensive digital distributions in the economy. You are lying, sir.
Yeah.
So, after a 2-year-long investigation, Ticketmaster will finally be brought up on charges for one. But once the DOJ goes after you, also 30 other states have agreed that, you know what, y'all are kind of messed up. This is a good day in the world.
It is.
Let's all get
justice.
Let's all just get behind this of Ticketmaster finally getting shafted instead of us.
Yeah,
for once.
Well, you did say that even the worst person in the world would be on board, but I looked at Elon Musk's Twitter feed, and he hasn't said anything about it yet. So I agree with you on principle, though.
I mean, but I'm so sick every time I see that convenience charge. And honestly, the convenience charge has turned me off from some shows I wanted to go see.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's like, okay, cool. Oh, these tickets are reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait a minute, why did the price double?
Yeah. Yeah, double.
I had a year where I went to, and we counted it, 78 concerts in a year. I couldn't, and I didn't have extra money. I was working at Starbucks, renting a room for like $400. I couldn't go to I could go to maybe 3.
Yeah.
Like the average cost this year.
Yeah.
It's just not even possible. It's pretty much why I stopped going to concerts. Couldn't afford it.
It's why I've stopped going to concerts at like big venues and stuff. Because I've noticed, at least in the Dallas area, a lot of the little venues have their own ticketing service or use a different one. I think it's like AX Tickets or something like that. Yeah. I know that the app has like an AX on it. Because like I went and saw like Miyavi. He comes to Dallas at least like once a year.
Oh yeah, you're big on that show.
Oh yeah, his tickets are like maybe $30.
Yeah,
because it's at the Trees.
Yeah,
I mean, but if it was through Ticketmaster, it would be insane.
Yep. And I wasn't going to see only big shows, but the other thing that's been disturbing is it used to be Ticketmaster to see, like, I don't know, like U2 or Radiohead or something, and that's fine, but it's come to smaller and smaller and smaller venues to where it seems like it can be very hard anywhere to find them. They still do exist, but a lot less than they used to.
And actually, I don't think House of Blues uses Ticketmaster as much anymore.
Yeah, that is the last venue I could walk up to a booth and say, I want tickets to a show that you're going to be having.
Well, I got tickets online for a show there once years ago, and it didn't go through Ticketmaster. It went through I don't remember what service it was because I haven't been back.
I think House of Blues is a wide enough venue that they could afford to like tell Ticketmaster, well, no, we don't need you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes the venues will have exclusive contracts, and sometimes the venues have a contract that says they have to heavily suggest Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
But like with the dropout thing you were talking about, it turns out they didn't have to go through Ticketmaster, but they didn't know that.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of in-betweens.
Yeah.
So with that, DOJ, Attorney Generals, get them.
Do your thing.
Get them. I would love to see them broken up and
for sure.
Just this is not free market anymore. This is just greed. So anyway, good luck everybody, except for Ticketmaster. Can we move on to some movie or TV stuff? Not that my story was rough. We're all happy that they're getting. It's your time in the barrel.
I got both.
Go right ahead.
All right, so we got a trailer this week for Wicked, the musical, the movie. I'm actually really excited. Second trailer. First major one. The first one was a little bit of a teaser. I'm actually really excited about this. They're not seeming to go with the trend that we've seen lately of movies being embarrassed at their musicals and just not showing that in the trailer. The Mean Girls trailers were very, very limited on hearing vocals. Wonka trailers had almost no vocals in them. This has Cynthia Erivo singing Defying Gravity and being an absolute baller while she does. It is not as vocal heavy as we've seen musicals 15 years ago, but it looks really good. And one of the biggest surprises to me was Ariana Grande, who I thought was a stunt cast. I knew that she was a good vocalist. She's a very, very good vocalist, but she is absolutely nailing Glinda's energy in a way that seems very 2024, because when Wicked came out in 2004, it was around the same time as Mean Girls, and Rachel McAdams' kind of energy, and Kristen Chenoweth really nailed that energy of what it was to be a popular girl at the time. And Ariana Grande really nails the energy of almost that influencer energy of what Glinda would be like today. She's absolutely, I think she's going to do really well. Cynthia Erivo is an absolute queen and can do anything she wants. The other casting that blows me away is Jeff Goldblum as the wizard.
I'm looking at the cast right now.
It's perfect.
It's perfect
awesome.
Because if you walked up to me and said Jeff Goldblum is a wizard, I would say, oh, that makes sense. And if you then slapped me across the face and said you're an idiot, magic doesn't exist, I would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. He's just a fraud. Everything about Jeff Goldblum in this role is amazing. Also, Michelle Yeoh, my queen. Everything about this looks amazing. It's gorgeous. The sets,
Kat and I were looking
all
at
the imagery.
cast.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh is in this.
Yes.
Yes.
She.
Jonathan Bailey.
not off the top of my head.
Not Fierro.
My assumption is he's Broadway. Peter Dinklage. I think it's going to be fun as Dr. Dillamond. This has the potential to be really, really, really great.
Coming in November, apparently.
Yeah, November 27th. It has the potential. It comes out the same day as Moana 2, which is a cobbled together movie from like a TV show pilot and some other episodes just kind of thrown in. So I think I have an idea of which might win the box office. Disney. Stop it. Yeah, I'm really excited, and it's been a while since I thought that there was this much promise in a musical.
Well, and it's Wicked, right? So it's like it's hard. A lot of us loved Wicked.
Yeah.
And not in like a Hamilton 180 turn kind of way that we've seen, but you get burnt out on it.
Yeah.
Like, I've been burnt out on it for a while.
Yeah.
But I also haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So
Never seen anything Wicked. So.
Yeah. The casting.
Long live cats. Somebody in our chat.
Huh?
So I was like, long live cats.
Long live cats.
Neil, my buddy Neil.
No. Unless you mean the 1998 stage, that can stay.
No.
Yes, it can. Do you want that or 2019 butthole cut?
Butthole cut every time.
Actually, yeah, you want the butthole cut.
I want neither. I love Andrew Lloyd Webber, but neither.
My other thing is when I, on this show, got very concerned when the first promos came out of the first stills of the darkest, gloomiest shots I've ever seen.
That was a definite story on this show. I remember that one.
That doesn't look to be the case in the trailer. No, this is beautiful.
Maybe somebody heard
light.
Dude, just grade your stuff before you make a trailer out of it. It's not that hard. Sorry. Correct the color and add the light in. I don't want to get all industry. Correct the color, add the light in before you make a trailer.
So this looks like it's going to be not the darkest movie you've ever seen. This is not going to be the Batman. It's actually going to be a lit movie. And a lit movie.
Lit, yo.
Lit movie.
Oh, God.
Please tell me the camera wasn't on me.
Oh, no, it was. It was.
Unfortunate. Wicked.
All right. Anybody else movie related?
Yes, kind of.
Okay, go for kind of.
Okay, so as you know, probably Inside Out 2 is coming out in the near future, and this week we started seeing buzz about one of the characters needing to be involved in Kingdom Hearts 4. And I was like, what is this? What is this?
Why?
So I went and looked at it, and it turns out the main character from Inside Out is little girl Riley, and all the little you see her emotions in
multiple
her head.
Personality syndrome. Yes.
Yeah, sure. It's what turns out they're gonna visit the deepest, darkest vault of like her childhood like secrets and stuff, and inside that vault there's a character called Lance Slashblade, a video game character that she was in love with. A Final Fantasy-esque type character with like swooshy hair.
Cora, just please go into your... No. Damn. I wish Cora had been on camera. Because she's like...
No, to explain, I played Kingdom Hearts 3. There was a character like that in Kingdom Hearts 3. He was a video game character. It is the same character.
Is the name the same?
I don't remember that much, but the description is very similar. But he was in the Toy Story universe.
I'm just having a flashback to being a 13-year-old girl.
Was that Keanu Reeves' character? He used to jump on motorcycles and stuff, like a daredevil. Evil Knievel-esque.
Lance Slashblade.
Mine was Squall from Final Fantasy VIII.
Squall is great, though.
Oh, that's why you always mess with that gun blade.
Yes. Every teenage girl has one of these.
No. Mine? The Crush?
Yeah. There's always that obsession. Yeah. There's always the edgy fictional.
No.
Everyone's got it.
Yeah, the Crush, the weird Yeah.
The weird, edgy, fictional crush. Everyone's got them.
Probably
Everyone's
talks
got 'em.
like this.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
I mean, nobody's defending
go
them.
8 pixels for a face.
Let's hear more about her, like, Lance Slashblade here.
It actually did compare it to Duke Kaboom from Toy Story 4. That was in...
Yeah.
I assume that's who she's talking about. When you're a teenager, when you're not dating, you start to develop crushes. Sometimes they're not on people, they're on cartoon characters.
There we go.
Director Kelsey Mann said,
"What?
Speaking from experience, is what she said. Or video game characters. We thought, oh, that would be so great. Riley could have a video game crush. Yes, they're gonna animate the character like he's from a video game. Have that kind of pixelated look about him. Could be really fun to do, and hopefully something relatable to a lot of people. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to think who my first one was.
Oh, here we go. This is what I cut out for the show.
My first one would have been probably... it's got to be Final Fantasy VI.
I'm thinking for sure. Was it Locke?
It kind of... sort of. I mean, what was the face? Was Shadow?
Shadow, yeah.
A little bit, a lot of them.
Oh, do go on. The Pandora's box has been opened.
Didn't like the blondes.
Fair. No, Shadow is a big one. I loved Locke. My name on Pokemon Go was Tara Bradford because it's Locke's last name, and I shipped the two of them.
Oh, do go on, Cora.
Huh, what?
You had 70, didn't you?
No, I only had like 2. I legitimately had 2.
We're all opening up here for the short, probably.
So, this is video game crushes, yeah?
Yeah, video game crushes.
God,
I do have one.
Link from Ocarina of Time, specifically Adult Link.
Absolutely fair.
In that same vein, Fierce Deity Link from Majora's Mask.
I was too scared of the faces changing.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Fun fact, you can skip that. After the first time, you can skip it. But also Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII.
There we go.
Fair. What about you? Jason, what's yours?
I just thought about it. It was Samus from Metroid.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Because it's like
we can also all relate
played
to that
the game. Well, you've played the game, and then all of a sudden, she does the helmet thing at the end. I remember just sitting there like,
it's a girl,
and just like, she's got like green, okay. So yeah, it was Samus for me. It honestly was.
Yeah.
And then of course, when you found the code where you could play her without the armor, it was like, okay, yeah, here's. 8-year-old Jason like now has a video game crush.
Little Mega Man X when what's his face shows up at the end of the first level.
Zero.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You may even be as powerful as me, and I was like,
yeah. I mean, Metroid's already like it was like my favorite game. Also going through it all, just because I was having a good time. And it's like it was a girl the whole time. Like they totally got me. They got me. But,
and then all of a sudden the crush was born.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was a girl the whole time.
Anyway, so there's going to be, I'm sure, mass petitions and stuff, but I'm now both more excited about Kingdom Hearts 4 and about Inside Out
that's
2.
a thing, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's that.
Cora, why have we not talked about Kingdom Hearts 4? Like,
because we don't actually
get
any news.
There's no information.
Like, it's a thing.
They announced it, and then they shut up about it.
Why don't we talk more about Silksong?
We will not find out more about Kingdom Hearts 4 until like 14 years from now when they make it.
Oh, this thing has existed my whole life. Cora, you got anything movie related, by the way?
No. I actually do.
Oh,
for once. It's anime.
I'm shocked.
Of course, yeah. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that everyone here has at least heard of Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah,
for sure.
So Ghost in the Shell had 2 movies that I'm aware of. There may have been more, but we're gonna stick with 2. They had the first movie, and then we had Ghost in the Shell 2: Innocence, which came out 20 years ago this year. Which hurts to say that, but we have a 4K remaster coming to theaters.
Nice.
It is coming to theaters on June 23rd through the 26th, thanks to G-Kids. G-Kids is really hooking us up with that recently. It is also going to be shown at the Chicago Film Festival first, So if you're in Chicago and have the opportunity to go there, you can go see it there. You don't need to have watched the prior film, I believe, to see this one. So if you're just a fan of standalone complex or just complex stories in general dealing with humanity and AI and robots and cool fight scenes and also potentially very uncomfortable trippy side effects, it's a game, or not a game, it's a good time for you.
I mean, Ghost in the Shell, I think, was one of the first anime movies that I was able to go to a theater and watch.
Yeah.
And I love the art style and everything about that movie. So, yeah, it's one of my favorite properties. I want to go see it.
Yeah, I watched a lot of standalone complex. I didn't watch the movies, but I do want to see this. It looks really good.
There was like one theater in Dallas that had it like playing on like a weekend. So it was up in Addison where the first studio movie girl was, whatever that small theater was. I had to go all the way up there like riding buses, and it was worth it.
Nice.
Yeah. Which that would be something that you, Cass, and Kat may want to consider. It's something that I think y'all would enjoy.
I think I want to see the first one again, honestly.
I've never seen any of them.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
But
you gotta sit me down.
Yeah, I gotta drag you there myself.
Oh,
yeah, for
easily.
Sure.
Gladly.
I'll watch Ghost in the Shell again, the first one.
And if you watched the Scarlett Johansson movie, I can tell you for a fact this is going to be better. Like it's just
you set the bar really low on there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I don't mean that in a mean way, like it's probably going to be taken. I do mean that in a lot of anime movies just really benefit from being animated, and Ghost in the Shell is no exception.
Yeah.
I think they did a remaster of the original film too.
Yes.
I want to see it. Yeah, that'll probably be something I take care of this weekend.
For sure.
Anyway.
Take care of this weekend. Oh, rewatching it. Got it.
Yeah. Full circle around. Anybody else movie that we can get in here?
I mean, I have a movie. I just went. Is there anything else? Movies?
No.
What was my other one? Sorry, I'm trying to think. I
For
forgot.
shame.
No, it is movie.
Wow.
I do have movie. Okay. Oh boy, this one's gonna be rough. Speaking of movies that I watched at a younger age, they're going back to the well, and we are getting a live-action Street Fighter movie. Yeah.
Oh, no.
For you, it was the worst day of your life. For me, it was Tuesday. Look, the campy... Okay, so we don't have much. In a recent Las Vegas licensing show, it was the two directors who were responsible for Talk to Me from A24. They revealed that they have the Street Fighter license, and Legendary Pictures will be helming a new live-action Street Fighter movie. I believe the gentlemen are named, let me get their names here, Danny and Michael Filippo. But yeah, Collider was the first to break this story, and it is a live-action video game. We don't know much about it. It's just that it is now in development. We got some word that it was possibly coming, but it is confirmed. We are developing a Street Fighter film, and okay, I'm trying to gather the words here. The first Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme is a guilty pleasure movie, and it is by no means good at all. No. It is not a good movie. The best thing about this movie is Raul Julia.
And, the line you quoted is a baller line.
Yes, it is. Raul Julia was totally over the top. You can't beat... He made that movie. We had Ming-Na Wen. We had Jean-Claude Van Damme. But anyway, we had Kylie Minogue friggin' as Cammy. But there's a way to make this movie good, okay? There's been a lot of fan films about Street Fighter properties. One of my favorites was Assassin's Fist. You know why? Because they got the storyline correct, but they also interjected some really good martial arts. That is what you need to do on this film. If you remember the first Mortal Kombat movie, the absolute first Mortal Kombat movie, it was not as huge budget as some other movies that were out there. Right. A lot of the effects were okay, But the one thing that this movie stood tall on was great martial arts, great fight scenes, and it didn't lag between a lot of them either. That is the formula this new Street Fighter movie needs to follow. So I'm hopeful. I want this. Street Fighter it's a license that's been around for a while.
And like, we are past the days of saying that you cannot make a good video game adaptation. That's just not true anymore.
Yeah.
Fighting games, however, have been still very rough to make. The new Mortal Kombat was rough in a lot of... It had a couple elements that I did like. It was really rough in a lot of places, and the overall story I didn't find...
I mean, it's a little hard to ideate around... because they have such big characters, and there's so many of them. What, for instance, League of Legends did so well in Arcane was like, we're going to talk about this. And we're not going to talk about all of them. Yeah. We're not going to bring in all of them. We're going to talk about this right now.
And I think Arcane worked so well because it was a show. It wasn't just a movie.
Help. It does help.
And someone also added that the Street Fighter animes that they did were actually very good. But you know why? Because they had excellent fight scenes. They made use of that animation. So, and bringing it as larger than life and these big martial arts. That, you're going to need to do that. Yeah. It's just going to be constant, like... Has anybody seen the Dead or Alive movie?
No.
Dead or Alive is another video game franchise, or a fighting game franchise that they made. It is cheesy as hell, but they stick to the basics of the game. It is a bunch of fighters from all around gathering together for a tournament. And Dead or Alive is actually okay. I know people are going to say, you are out of your mind. As far as we are a fighting game, a fighting tournament, and we have constant fights going on, it succeeded in that. When you try to interject other storylines into it, like with the original Street Fighter, it wasn't them fighting. It was, oh, we're against M. Bison and we're the UN peacekeeping. Shut up. Just fight. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Can I make a request?
Please do.
Can Jackie Chan be Chun-Li again? Can I have that?
I would watch that.
That is one of the greatest moments of any movie, but probably that was
bring
actually a really good live action Street Fighter while she mentions it, yeah.
Bring Ming-Na Wen back. Like, I don't care. Just...
I would like to see her in a cameo role.
In a cameo
role, yes.
For
I would
sure.
like to see her in a cameo role, but...
The new Mulan was pretty decent at fighting.
But also, they made if you'll recall, and I'm going to bring up a really horrible memory, they made a Legend of Chun-Li movie not too long ago.
They did. I did not see it.
And like the first thing they did in this movie was like, okay, here's this Chinese girl. She's no longer Chinese. She's white. They like instantly...
Don't do that.
Oh, we need to give her plastic surgery to hide her appearance. Like, why? Like, the first girl that actually was playing Chun-Li, like, before the facial reconstruction stuff, was not a bad Chun-Li. And, like, when they, literally, like, when I did not pay to watch this movie. I watched on some streaming service. And as soon as they changed her, I went, no. And I stopped right there. I cannot tell you what...
done.
I can't tell you what the rest of that movie was. Because I was like,
doesn't
no.
matter.
So, and also, Bat and the Sun, who we've talked to a couple times, they made a Power Rangers Street Fighter movie a couple years ago that was really good. But you know what? They kept it to the basics of make them fight.
Yeah.
And let's have good fight scenes. Which, that's... Remember when we were at San Diego Comic-Con, the stunt actor I saw, Peter Jang, he played Ryu.
Okay, yeah.
That's where I was first introduced to him.
Yeah.
And, it was a solid movie because it didn't don't try to do more. Just throw hands.
You need to focus on something. You can focus on fighting or you can focus on a couple of, but focus on something.
I want to see like a TV series or a series of movies or something that, I'm sorry, you don't get to see all of them at once. We're going to take you through one person's journey or two people's journey, maybe. Make a cartoon series, I don't care, where every new episode is somebody else, like, how did they get to the ring? What was their journey to get there? And I want to see it for Killer Instinct, personally.
Killer Instinct's one of the brutal.
Killer Instinct was my jam.
Yeah.
It was the one I put quarters in the machine at the gas station to play.
Yeah.
What did you want to see?
Huh?
What did you were saying you wanted to see?
Oh, I just want to watch someone beat up a car.
Who does that?
Like, it's my favorite part of Street Fighter is beating up the car.
Like some kind of cameo with the barrel challenge, maybe. Like, you know.
What if Honda is just mad, and Honda's just mad, and he needs to beat up something, and he goes into a parking lot, just picks a car, and just beats up the car.
You do have to have some good special effects in there, too, because I know that was one thing they skipped on in the first Street Fighter movie. We didn't see them, like, doing the Hadokens or the sonic booms or stuff like that.
That's why I said Killer Instinct. It has the most. You'd have to do the most, but it is fun.
So,
I did like the Mortal Kombat movie last year.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
I was talking about the original Mortal Kombat movie with
No, I know. Yeah.
Robin Shou. But anyway, I did like Talk to Me. These directors are really good. So I kind of feel like it's in good hands. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I think they can do this. So yeah, keep your eyes out for Street Fighter, the live action coming.
Coming when?
We don't have anything yet. Literally, they just announced the licensing on it. So yeah. I'm cautiously optimistic. Kat, back over to you.
Okay, so I brought this story in so that we could all be equally excited about it. We have more details on Paddington 3.
Sorry.
I'm leaving. Why do you do this? Go ahead.
They're making a third Paddington movie.
Wait, hold on.
They're making a third Paddington movie. Paddington 3. It's called Back to Peru. Oh, it gets better. There's only like 6 details that exist about this movie. One of them is that he's going to visit his Aunt Lucy, who resides at the Home for Retired Bears. Now, answer me one question. How common are bears in Peru? Are we going to know? I watched the first Paddington. I have no idea if it's weird to see a bear in London. Something that we really, really, really need to answer if the whole thing's that it's a bear in London. So now they're going to go to Peru and do a lot of that nonstop garbage again.
The rest of his family was dead. Why is there a bear thing in Peru?
His Aunt Lucy dropped him off.
Yeah, where he traveled from Peru to London.
Right, but she dropped him off, so she was around.
But she's the only sentient bear, maybe.
Against the budget.
The world?
Why is this a thing? Against a budget of $40 million, it grossed $227.
It was so bad.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah, but you know what? It made its money, so let's go ahead. Let's go back to the well.
And here's why we get so annoyed about it. I critique a lot of things. I also see a lot of critics who go too hard, in my opinion, about, this tiny little aspect of this movie didn't make sense. In a movie that's enjoyable, I see critics going too hard on tiny things that don't matter in fun movies all the time. And it bothers me. But, critics love Paddington. It has very, very highly reviewed by critics. So we watched it. Critics should not have liked this movie. So there's a little bit of the confusion there. But it was one of the worst internal world building, falls apart, not just to a critic, but to anybody watching it would be like, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make sense.
It's sentient stuff, man.
None of this makes sense. He shows up and immediately starts just ruining everything. Major things, and they decide to love him. And then spoilers for Paddington 1. They decide, the dad says he's putting our kids in danger, which was true.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they send him to the Port Authority or something, I don't know. And he leaves because it's a valid that our kids are in danger, right?
It's a bear. It's a bear.
So then they decide, we've got to go get him though. Why? Wouldn't he still put your kids in danger? Yes, he would. He's but he means something to our family. So they decide to go get him. At the very end, it's bad guys here, Paddington's here. And the dad says, you'll have to get through all of us. to get to Paddington, including his children. His children are like
murder my children.
He was like,
Nicole Kidman.
Murder my children, Nicole Kidman. As long as the bears stay safe.
I hate that.
Number
Anyway,
3, coming to a theater near you.
No chance of me watching this
January 17th, 2025, introducing new stars like Olivia Colman and Antonio Banderas.
No, not Antonio Banderas. No.
I'm sorry, can you say his name again?
Antonio Banderas.
Now I can't.
Banderas.
Banderas.
There's like this extra that you're putting on.
Look,
Antonio Banderas.
Oh Lord, here
Antonio Banderas is a wonderful
we go.
person. He's very hot.
You roll your R a little bit.
You roll it. He's Spanish.
Latino.
I don't have tonsils anymore.
He's Spanish. He is.
Latino. You're supposed to. Yeah.
I can't. I used to be able. I can't even make the Chewbacca noise anymore. I know it's.
That's so terrible for you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Wow. Okay.
That's all.
Anybody else got a movie? Because you cannot
No,
top that.
no,
Okay.
No.
Are we moving on?
Wow. I hate it so much. I got video game and television.
I got video game and manga.
Give us some video games.
You or me? You go.
Okay. Hi. It's not so much like news of like anything coming out or anything like that, but did everyone here play Super Mario 64?
Yes.
Very long time ago.
What was a button that you pressed the most, you think, in that game?
The jump
End
button.
the game.
End the game?
I didn't
Wow.
like it. I
Jump.
didn't like it very much.
The jump button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't jump.
So someone has now beaten the game without pushing that button once.
What?
Yes, so this is this is one of my favorite challenges. So with speedrunning and just in general, video games always have like challenges that the community has made.
Yeah. No hit challenge. Backwards. If you do it backwards. The no touch.
No. Mario 64 has some of the ones that I'm like the most impressed seeing people do, like the no coin challenge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or carry a box through the whole level challenge.
No. What is it called? No power up.
No power up challenge. Like all that stuff. So this one is one that everyone thought was impossible to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is not. It took 86 hours. But a Twitch streamer by the name of Marbler was able to complete this. It is important to note that it was not using the Nintendo 64 controller and N64 version of the game. It is impossible that way. However, he used the Wii Virtual Console for this game.
Oh.
No controller rerouting.
So, he cheated.
No, not in the eyes of this challenge, because the A button is still needed to jump.
This is some...
I don't know the full extent of exploits or how it was done. I had no way to get that information in a reasonable amount of time, considering just the history, or just like the overview of this challenge is a 5-hour video on a user named Bitsmith's channel. So there's a lot that goes into this. And it's like, this isn't like I don't know if this is an official thing to speedrun.com or anything, but he had, this user, I believe, had before gotten it down to using it twice, and everyone thought that was the limit, and he's gotten it down to not using it at all.
That's, I have to see this done.
Wild.
Like, no.
Yeah, I wonder if he has the VOD. I don't know. But it is important to understand, like, everyone's shouting cheater. I get what y'all are saying, but also, if he's using an exploit that is available in the game, I don't know if that's cheating. He is not modifying the game in any way.
Yeah.
So
yeah, at least this can get really complicated.
There's some definite gray area here.
Yeah.
It is a gray area, but, I mean, I can no-clip play Mario and beat it in 10 minutes if I really wanted to, and that's on the original console. And
mind you, as someone who's a huge fan of skirting the rules to accomplish things I want to do, I'm you bastard. I feel as though I don't know. Maybe I'm just upset because someone figured out a way to do something that I was like, I could have figured out how to do that. Yeah. And so, okay, cool.
And this challenge has existed for over 20 years, and no one has ever accomplished this.
Wow. Okay.
Which that I feel is also important for this. There's all kinds of resources online on how to skip doing things without the A button.
Yeah.
Bob Mario 511 is someone who has a lot of videos on it, and I believe Marbler mentioned he used a lot of his videos as like reference.
Yeah.
Out of spite, I'm going to go look for more information on this. Like,
I mean, again, Bismus on YouTube has a 5-hour video talking about this.
Bring it on.
Or about this topic, not this.
I got a lot of whiskey. Let's go.
Apple juice.
I mean, yes, apple juice.
Yeah, it's just something fun, like a fun little challenge. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cass, please tell me you don't have some. I should have let you go first. This story just angers me.
Why?
I mean, mine involves somebody pulling yellow strands out of a vaguely anatomical surface. So, like, I don't know if you want to come to me for comfort.
What the hell are you talking about?
Shadow of the Erd Tree. The new Elden... Yeah.
Okay.
The new Elden Ring DLC that is coming June 21st. Yeah, we got a story trailer. It's weird. It has a lot to do... Yeah. It may show Marika making the Elden Ring, which is kind of crazy. Ooh. It is her bending rings and maybe creating runes, maybe creating... there's a lot that we still don't know about Marika, right? It does confirm even more that this DLC will be a lot about Mikola, which is Melania's twin, right? And she was the one that was destined to be infected with rot, and he was the one that was kind of always being reborn. Nascent is the word that they use. Right?
I'm gonna have to go back to Elden Ring.
You are, because this... it is... The very beginning is very, very gross, I will say. She pulls something out of some kind of orifice, and, like, I don't know what that is. It opens up so many more questions. There's also a lot of shots of what is clearly the war of... what is it called? Is it the Shattered Ring? But the war following when she shattered the Elden Ring, right? There's a lot about that. However, we don't see a lot of her other children. We don't see Melania. We don't see Rajan. Is that his name? The big one. So this will be very, very much about Mikola. So I'm really interested to see, because I've always been
like that character too.
I love all of them. But I'm so curious because we saw pretty much all of her other children. We fought most of them. So what is this going to be about?
There we go.
And I'm really interested. It's going to be weird. It's going to be, I mean, From Software, I don't think has missed with a DLC yet in any of their games. The Bloodborne one with the fishing village is amazing, and the Orphan of Kos. Dark Souls 3 has a really incredible DLC. I think maybe more than one. So From Software doesn't miss. Coming June 21st, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erd Tree. So I'm interested.
Here we go again.
I want to see what other lore comes through. It's gonna be good. Yeah.
Oh, here we go again. Elden Ring. All right, fine. Damn.
Get ready to just beat your head against bosses.
I got to do that whole thing. Go back and refamiliarize myself with the controls before I started. All right.
I'm going to enjoy watching all my friends play Elden Ring again and watching them fail as I laugh and like drink a cocktail or something.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that is how I experience these games. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else gaming or whatever?
Nope.
Kat, what have you got?
I have one more. That was just kind of.
Oh, you made the full round yet? No.
What was
no.
one?
Well, okay, yeah.
Did you have one more, Cora?
I have one more, yeah.
But I think everybody does.
Yeah, it's your turn, actually. Yeah.
Well, mine's so random. Like, if yours is more...
Is it more random than Paddington?
Mine is going to be disavowed knowledge after we're done.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
What?
What?
Is it more random than Paddington?
Hold on, I'm just going to go ahead and get a group shot here so we can...
I don't think I'm quite ready for mine. Can somebody else go first?
I can go. Yeah. It's going to be quick.
Yeah.
We're getting a Vision TV show.
Hey,
another WandaVision?
Not WandaVision.
Oh?
Seems to be just, Wanda's dead. I don't know if you caught that. She died.
People don't die in comics.
She's going to be dead forever, obviously.
Yeah,
because that's how the
obviously
that's how the MCU works. We don't have a lot of information. The one thing that gives me a lot of hope is that it's going to be run by Terry Matalas, who did Picard, several episodes of Picard, which I liked, but also did 12 Monkeys, the sci-fi show, which kind of slapped for a while. It's one of the weirdest shows I've ever seen, and Vision, body by sword, mind by Wanda, could fit into that really weird space that 12 Monkeys occupied. So that's the thing that gives me a lot of hope. The thing that doesn't give me a lot of hope is that it's run by Marvel. So that makes me concerned because they're a little hit or miss lately. So I mean,
we're on hit, so we're due for a miss now.
Yeah. We don't know when this is coming out. This really just got announced, and barely that. So we'll see.
I'm telling you, Marvel, y'all made a promise you were going to slow down a little bit here.
Yeah. So this is probably going to be a hot minute before we get this.
Oh, okay.
But it is
Paul Bettany. Put it out next week and be like, this is the last of the old one.
We lie.
We promise. We promise we're going to slow down after this next one.
I did like the WandaVision show.
I did too.
I did too.
Yeah. There's a little bit of that same, it ends with a giant sky beam. But for the most part, I really, really liked it. I am not at all interested in the Agatha series. But... yeah.
I could not care less about that Agatha series.
And I like Catherine.
I mean, yes, yeah. I liked her in WandaVision.
Yeah.
I do not need to see a show with just Agatha Harkness.
Yeah. And if it's just witches having fun,
yeah.
But I don't know if I trust them.
Add that into the show. I don't need an Agatha series.
Fair.
But
yeah.
Cool. I mean, Paul Bettany needs to get some work in. So.
I always love for Paul Bettany to be working.
All right. Anybody? I got one. It was my last one.
Cora?
Oh, right.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes. You.
Sure. Me?
Yes. Your name is Cora.
Is it?
So
I think
far.
so.
All right. It's also a real quick one. We all know Osamu Tezuka for his family friendly content such as Astro Boy and Kimba the White Lion. But he did do a lot of adult comics as well, such as Blackjack, and one of his works, IL, is going to be released in English for the first time. This was originally released in the 70s, and we're finally getting it and it's never been English at all. Well, maybe illegally, but never official. Yeah. Never been officially English until now. It will be releasing October 1st. It can be pre-ordered on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, and if you're in the UK, you can pre-order at Forbidden Planet. Basically, it is an adult fantasy novel where your main character, IL, is a shape-shifting mannequin. Which sounds terrifying, but...
yeah.
It sounds terrifying, but she seems sentient, so it seems more like a fantasy, like a fantastical kind of thing. Each chapter you follow IL and her, the guy that owns her technically, because again she's still a mannequin, Imari Daisaku. They're more like partners in crime kind of thing than that, but they use their unique services to help people essentially, and so you'll have people coming there from having domestic disputes to political intrigue kind of thing. So yeah, that's it. The art's really pretty. It's Osamu Tezuka. Hard to beat that, honestly.
She does have an eye for art, so
yeah. I mean, that's a weird one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything sounds normal about this.
Yeah, for sure. Just people chilling.
I love the places that his brain goes in some of his works.
Yeah.
I mean, Blackjack is one of my absolute favorites.
Yep.
And boy, it goes into weird places from Go.
I may have heard her mention it a time or two.
Yeah.
Looks fun. I like the artwork.
I have toy news. Cass, can you earmuffs, please?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal it.
So,
you better get two, bro.
A couple of weeks ago, actually, I think it was this last week, I found a story that Spin Master, the toy maker, was going to be heading the license for PlayStation toys in 1/12 scale with Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, another one called Horizon that I have been calling for years. And basically, I had a wish list of everything that an Aloy figure should come with. Some recent leaks, possibly an official announcement incoming, have shown what... Stop looking at me. Have shown what the Aloy figure will look like. And to be quite honest, this is a good-looking figure. Not only that, I may have communicated with some people that possibly had some insider information here. And I can honestly say I feel very comfortable with what Spin Master is doing with this Aloy figure. We're talking 5 interchangeable faces, 8 pairs of hands, her spear, the bow, arrow. This figure looks fantastic. Likely going to be, this is going to be the deluxe version, so likely this one will be in like the $35 range. But honestly, with everything that I've seen, this, and apparently, and not that I've heard any official, 42 points of articulation on this figure, including her hair.
Nice.
To say that I'm excited for this is an understatement. I've been wanting them to make a 1/12 scale Aloy figure for quite some time. I even got to see what that figure looked like compared to some things that are in my own collection up here, and how it might look compared to some of those. So with this, I say keep an eye on the channel, because
And you keep an eye on your figure.
we might be able to take a closer look at it very soon. Not that I know anyone. This is not verified. I would also like to announce at this moment, Cass will be moving to a remote role for participation on the show.
You think that Cass will take it? Exactly one of us has made a working to-scale lodge bow in this room.
But only one of us obsessively collects action figures and loves Horizon Zero Dawn. And has been literally, how long have I been saying I wanted a figure of Aloy?
Yeah, it's easy.
How long have I said this?
How many hours did I spend on that bow?
Jason?
300?
You know there's more than one person that's gotten something out of this room without you noticing.
Look,
right?
first off, okay, we need to...
I sent you a picture of several of your figures.
We need to stop doing this, okay? So
I need to start being able to notice when I do.
I probably wouldn't sell Aloy, but they're talking about doing God of War.
They are talking about doing God of War.
God of War.
Yeah,
It's
so
over.
yeah, I did get some very good shots of the figure.
She looks good.
It looks really good.
She looks gorgeous.
It does. I will say, like on the hairline a little bit, but that's because of the interchangeable faces. They may not be pushed in all the way.
Does she have peach fuzz?
I mean,
Is she smiling?
she's definitely got the freckles on there.
She does, yeah.
But the main thing that I was saying, like, this character needed to be able to do a full draw on the bow, and damn it, they did it.
I said.
Yeah.
It's almost like someone heard our video and wanted to reach out. Thank you very much. So yeah, looking for an announcement here very soon on the rest of the line, and we'll probably cover it on the website once we get it.
Sure.
But I'm really hoping that, maybe this might end up in hands sooner than later.
Yeah, and you'll get to hold it until the
I'd also
I was about to say, and you'll get to hold it too.
I would like this story deleted now to disavow all knowledge.
No.
I'm excited, and also, I mean, it's a deluxe kind of price on it.
Yeah.
But Marvel Legends been doing that for years.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Spin Masters. I just don't disappoint me.
Yeah.
So far, you got me. You got me.
A lot of hope in this episode.
There's a lot of hope here. Ticketmaster going down, new toys, just like
Wicked might be good.
There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of like.
Do we have a hope, or do we have it
Oh.
for yours?
So mine is just a warning, actually.
Oh, my poor Cheerios.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave the camera on all of us.
My poor Cheerios. They're gonna get...
Okay, so you can do all sorts of events. You know, recently there's the whole Willy Wonka's Playland.
Oh no!
I made our own version! Hooray! In Las Vegas, a hot dog bar called the Dirt Dog or something. Dirt Bar. Anyway, hot dog bar in Vegas promised kids an unofficial meet and greet with cartoon Bluey, one of the most famous cartoons. Apparently super wholesome. Kids love it. I saw an episode. I did tear up. Yeah. It's supposed to be the saddest one. Anyway, cute, very good. Yes, face painting, snacks, blah blah blah. Well, the second people got there and had the experience, the instant people could start leaving, all over the Facebook page was like, do not go to this event. Wish I'd sent in my pictures earlier. So it was a guy in a tracksuit, kind of a Bluey-esque tracksuit, with like this tarp over his head.
Was it a tracksuit or was it a onesie?
No.
Oh no!
It looks to be a tracksuit. The snacks were like a cookie. One of the children said, quote, "We could see his beard." Note, Bluey is a girl. It is the worst cosplay I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, you just...
I'm gonna see if I can...
crash and burn. The statement afterwards, they were like, well, hopefully we'll earn some credibility and trust back eventually, after hundreds lined out the door to go see Bluey. Don't do live events. So if you don't know.
While Cora looks that up, do you know how much 29% of Disney Plus's watched content is Bluey?
29%?
That's insane.
Someone did the numbers. 29% of Disney Plus's watched content is Bluey. Not Star Wars, not Marvel, not National Geographic, nothing that they have acquired.
Not Disney, like princess
Disney
animated.
29% of their watched content is Bluey episodes.
Bluey is insane. Like, as far as kids absolutely love it. Like, my brother has two young kids, and he was the one who made me watch the one episode that made me tear up. Like, it's good. It's really
Where did they get this costume from?
Nowhere. It's such trash.
Oh my god. It's a full body shot.
Hold on, I'm getting it. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
What the?
Yo, what's up, kids? Yeah, I'm Bluey.
Hello, children.
It's just so not even close. You could have done it. Like, first of all, he's so tall.
What are the chances he tried an Australian accent?
No, he did not. No, he did not. Oh God, she's got it. She's got it. She's got it. Hold on.
He comes out and he's like,
oh my goodness.
Hiya.
Oh my goodness.
I'm Bluey.
I will say this definitely is a kigurumi, like a onesie.
That is
However, this is the cheapest one I have ever fucking seen.
It's so bad.
haunting.
His ears are saran wrapped to his head. I'm like, what is happening here?
This dude, I swear he would look at a kid. Y'all, Bluey, shut the fuck up.
He comes out and he's like, I'm Bluey. See?
It reminds me of when Saturday Night Live would do the Gumby skit with Eddie Murphy. I'm Gumby, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is like in Jingle All the Way when Santa beats the shit out of the guy.
Oh my God. He's got tennis shoes on.
Someone in the chat asked if this was a Sonic the Hedgehog one.
I feel like that would actually be better.
This is horrifying.
People paid money for this.
What the fuck happened here?
To be fair,
and they're like,
to be fair,
oh shit, we forgot to get Bluey.
Because my niece likes Bluey.
Yeah.
were taking a family trip to Vegas and saw that there was a Bluey event where she could meet Bluey. My sister and I used to do costume events as characters. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, that's what that is. And then we would get there and not get that, and I do think my sister would punch him.
Kick his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's giving 2 steps away from potential pedophile.
Oh, like, what the You're not Bluey. Shut up, kid. Give me your money.
This would not be as far as those types of things to make.
No
fabric,
refunds.
some stuffing, some
any amount of effort.
Do a paper mache one. Like there's many ways to go about this. You can make a cake. Easier than that. Like what?
With the money you're getting from this event, you could afford even a cheap costume that's like decent.
That is.
Children
hilarious.
were left crying.
I bet they were. I would burst into tears if I saw that monstrosity.
It's like...
Wait. Thousands of parents. Whatever restaurant this is, your only recourse now is to burn your building completely to the ground.
Change your name.
You will be forever known as the people that ruined Bluey. Thousands of people showed up for this,
Thousands
and this
of
was
parents.
the Bluey.
Thousands of parents. That means there's more children.
Oh my goodness.
They had free face painting. I wouldn't want my face painted after I saw that, like, fucking dark side Bluey over there.
They're gonna try again.
What?
No.
Dirt Dog, Timu, they called it Timu Bluey.
They're not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're truly sorry this event wasn't the expected experience. We hope to repair our relationship with all of you. Apparently next time they said the real Bluey will be there. They are going to the well again.
Discount Bennett GameStop.
Like, there's
Mom, I want Bluey. We have Bluey at home. This is terrible. Wow.
That's amazing.
I mean, everybody saw the Willy Wonka thing.
Yeah.
How can you not?
You make the exact same mistake.
Expecting 50 to 60 people. Like, do your homework.
Seriously.
Find 5 parents whose kids don't watch Bluey.
This is a hold my beer, like, about the Willy Wonka thing. Oh, that was terrible. I bet you we can do worse.
Yeah.
Good God. Oh, man, that had my chest hurting now.
I want to cosplay this version at a con.
Just now, knowing who Bluey is, we would have planned ahead.
Oh.
Amazing.
Anyway, that's
brings
my
children to
story.
tears and angers parents. Wow.
Somebody posted a before and after of their daughter's face. That's all they needed to illustrate how bad the event was.
From now on, we gotta approve your stories because
these kids,
2 of them have gotten us heated tonight.
These kids should have assaulted Bluey. They should have all just gathered together,
punch Bluey
like
in the
children
dick,
of the
which
corn.
she doesn't have.
Oh man.
So that's all I got.
Anybody else got anything to follow that?
I'm done for the night.
That's
I'm done for the night.
That is
that's we're done.
That's a good closer.
Timu Bluey.
Bluey ruined the show.
Horrified.
No,
Bluey ruined the show.
It was Wish Bluey.
You know,
Wish
Bluey
Bluey,
actually
Bluey,
made
same
our
thing.
show better, unlike that bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reminded of like a Marlon Webb sketch where he was just like dressed up as some character after saying something crazy, and he's like, "Get everybody, we rolling." This is man, wow.
Now wrap up the show, Jason.
Thank you for finding that picture, by the way.
Yeah,
yes,
I had to. I had to.
Yes. Okay. Guys, thank you for joining us.
I don't know what to do now.
I'm going to try to live. I don't know. Yeah, we will be at DreamHack in 10 days. Make sure you come out and check out DreamHack. It's a great gaming event. And yes, we hope to have everybody there. Yes, but make sure you go follow us on all the socials at SCNS Live, TikTok, Instagram, on our Facebook page. And, of course, go to supercoolnerdshow.com for any news. I'm trying to get some stories up on there, but we've got some more videos coming out from Texas Frightmare Weekend. Hope to get all those processed. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on all the socials at Jason the X.
Find me on Instagram sometimes at BetterCat.
Instagram, The Good Cass.
Instagram, Cora Dono Art, and feel free to let us know who you think in the horror sphere is mommy or daddy.
Yes.
There are no wrong answers.
There are wrong. Yes, there are. There's some wrong answers.
No. I want to say there's no wrong answers because I want to see.
You want to see the most unhinged response.
I do.
That's fair.
The fact that I didn't hear like Pyramid Head is daddy.
You just didn't have to.
Pyramid Head is daddy. Okay.
Pyramid Head is daddy.
The best answer was the village.
Lady Dimitrescu.
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 We'll have more of those coming. Anyway. That is it for us, guys. We will see you next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.
Wish Bluey.
I've forgotten what buttons do what.
The outro. There it is. Yes, I think so. I don't know.